The ballroom lights flickered like distant stars as Crew Thompson stood in the shadows of the coat room, his heart pounding like a drum in a silent orchestra. He'd been banished here by his own mother, her whispered plea echoing in his ears. "Just stay out of sight, honey. We don't want to ruin the night." But as the laughter and toasts filtered through the door, celebrating his parents' 30th wedding anniversary, Crew felt the weight of invisibility crush him, until he decided enough was enough. He pushed the door open, stepping into the glow of chandeliers that illuminated the faces of relatives and friends he'd known his whole life. The room was a sea of tailored suits and elegant dresses, the air thick with the scent of champagne and floral centerpieces. His father, Robert, a stern architect from Chicago's suburbs, was at the podium, microphone in hand, regaling the crowd with stories of marital bliss. Crew's mother, Elaine, beamed beside him, her pearls catching the light. No one noticed Crew weaving through the tables at first, his hands trembling but his resolve steeling. As he approached the stage, whispers began to ripple. Cousin Martha shot him a confused glance. Uncle Ted raised an eyebrow. Crew's boyfriend, Jordan Hayes, wasn't here tonight, banned by unspoken family decree. But his absence fueled Crew's fire. They'd met 2 years ago at a community theater in downtown Chicago, where Jordan's easy laugh and sharp wit had drawn Crew out of his shell. Jordan, a graphic designer with a passion for activism, had encouraged Crew to live openly, but family ties had kept him closeted at home. Robert wrapped up his speech with a toast to 30 years of love, commitment, and family values that stand the test of time. Glasses clinked, applause erupted. Crew timed it perfectly, ascending the steps as the noise died down. His father turned, surprise etching his features. "Crew? What are you?" "Dad, Mom, everyone," Crew said, his voice steady despite the knot in his throat. He took the microphone from his father's loosening grip. The room hushed, expectant. "I wasn't supposed to be here tonight. Not like this. Mom asked me to hide in the back because I'm gay. And apparently that doesn't fit into our perfect family picture." Gasps sliced through the air like knives. Elaine's hand flew to her mouth, her eyes wide with horror. Robert's face reddened, his jaw clenching. Crew pressed on, the words tumbling out like a dam breaking. "I've spent years pretending, smiling at your jokes about finding the right girl, dodging questions about my life. But tonight, on your anniversary, I realize love isn't about hiding parts of yourself. It's about truth." The silence was deafening. Aunt Lydia, a devout churchgoer from the Midwest, clutched her cross necklace. Cousin Ben, who Crew had confided in once during a family reunion, averted his eyes. The weight of societal expectations hung heavy, Midwestern values clashing with modern realities. Crew thought of Jordan waiting at home, their quiet evenings debating politics or sharing dreams of a future unbound by judgment. Flashbacks flooded Crew's mind. Growing up in Naperville, a picture-perfect suburb, he'd excelled in school, played soccer, attended church every Sunday. But whispers of difference haunted him. In high school, he'd crushed on his best friend, Mike, but buried it deep. College at Northwestern brought freedom, where he met his first boyfriend, a fleeting romance that ended in heartbreak. Then Jordan came along, solid and supportive, pushing Crew to confront his fears. Back on stage, Crew continued, "I love you all, but loving me means accepting all of me. Jordan, he's the man I love. He's kind, brilliant, and he makes me better. Hiding him, hiding us, it's killing me." Tears welled in Elaine's eyes. Robert looked thunderous. The crowd shifted uncomfortably, some nodding subtly, others murmuring disapproval. One voice broke the tension. Grandma Rose, frail but fierce at 85. "Crew, dear, sit down. This isn't the time." Her words stung, a reminder of generational divides. Crew had always been her favorite, baking cookies together, sharing stories. But even she clung to traditions. As Crew stepped down, the room remained silent, the celebration fractured. He slipped out to the balcony, the cool Chicago night air biting his skin. His phone buzzed. "Jordan. You did it? I'm proud of you." Crew smiled through tears, but doubt crept in. Had he shattered his family irreparably? The party resumed awkwardly, toasts truncated, dances hesitant. Elaine found him later, her makeup smudged. Why, Crew? We were just trying to protect you. Protect him from what? Judgment? Or their own discomfort? That night, back in their apartment, Jordan held him. You were brave, he whispered, but bravery came with costs. Calls from relatives poured in the next day, some supportive, others condemning. Uncle Ted disowned him in a voicemail, citing family morals. Cousin Ben texted, "That took guts. I'm here if you need." Crew's job as a marketing coordinator at a tech firm in the Loop remained unaffected, but home felt like a battlefield. Robert called a family meeting the following week, his voice gruff over the phone. "We need to talk about this. Stunt." At the meeting in their spacious living room, tensions simmered. Elaine fidgeted with her rings. "We love you, Crew, but think about the kids, your nieces and nephews. What message does this send?" "The message that love is love," Crew replied, echoing Jordan's words. Robert scoffed. "It's not that simple. Our church, our community, they won't understand." Debates ensued, voices rising. Crew shared stories of discrimination he'd faced. Subtle exclusions at work events, stares in public with Jordan. "This isn't a choice. It's who I am." Grandma Rose surprised everyone by speaking up. "In my day, we didn't talk about such things. But times change. Maybe I need to learn." Small cracks in the armor, but conflicts deepened. A neighbor gossiped, leading to awkward encounters at the grocery store. Crew's sister, Laura, pulled away, worried about her children's school friends' reactions. Jordan suggested therapy. For them. Crew resisted at first, pride wounded. But sessions with Dr. Ellis, a counselor specializing in LGBTQ plus families, opened doors. "Conflict arises from fear," she said. "Yours and theirs." Months passed, high school reunions avoided, holidays tense. Crew and Jordan's relationship strengthened amid the storm, planning a quiet commitment ceremony. But societal pressures mounted. A conservative bill in Illinois threatening rights, fueling Crew's activism. One evening, over dinner, Jordan proposed, "Marry me, Crew. Let's build our own family." Joy mingled with fear. Would his parents attend? The proposal lingered in the air like a promise. But reality crashed in the next morning with a call from Laura. "Mom's not sleeping, Crew. Dad's drinking more." Your announcement broke them. Guilt twisted in Crew's gut. Had his moment of truth been selfish? He met Jordan for lunch at their favorite cafe in Wicker Park, the hip neighborhood where murals celebrated diversity. Jordan's hand squeezed his. "You didn't break them. Secrets did." Jordan, raised in a liberal family in San Francisco, had come out at 16 with fanfare. His ease contrasted Crew's turmoil. Back at work, Crew pitched a campaign for Pride Month, his voice firmer than before. Colleagues applauded, but whispers followed. Had his personal life influenced professionalism? Boss Marlene pulled him aside. "Bold move at the party. Inspiring, but keep it separate here." Subtle bias, a reminder that acceptance was conditional. Family dinners became battlegrounds. At one, Robert exploded. "You flaunt this lifestyle, but what about our legacy? Grandkids?" Crew countered, "Adoption, surrogacy. Families evolve." Elaine tearfully added, "We just want you happy, but safely." Jordan joined the next gathering, tension thick as fog. He charmed with stories of his art, but Uncle Ted's absence loomed. "He's boycotting," Laura whispered. Debates turned heated, religion versus rights. Grandma Rose quoted the Bible selectively, but Crew shared verses on love. A turning point came at a community event. Crew volunteered at a LGBTQ+ center in Boys Town, mentoring youth. One teen, Sam, shared a story mirroring his, hidden at family events. "You gave me hope," Sam said. Empowered, Crew invited his parents to a center fundraiser. Reluctantly, they attended, seeing vibrant lives, couples dancing, families laughing, softened Elaine. "These people, they're just like us." Robert grumbled but stayed. A speaker discussed suicide rates among rejected queer youth, hitting home. That night, Robert admitted, "I don't want to lose you." Progress was slow. Jordan and crew faced external conflicts too. A hate crime in the news. A gay couple attacked in a suburb sparked fear. Could that be us? Crew wondered. Jordan organized a vigil, crew speaking publicly for the first time since the anniversary. Media caught wind. A local blog post, "Son outs himself at parents' milestone, hero or villain?" Comments divided. Supportive allies versus traditionalists decrying disrespect. Crew's inbox flooded. Encouragement from strangers, vitriol from trolls. Therapy, Dr. Ellis probed. "What do you need from your family?" Crew replied, "Acceptance, not tolerance." Sessions included Robert and Elaine, tears flowing. Robert confessed childhood pressures from his own strict father. "I thought toughness meant hiding emotions." Bonds mended unevenly. Laura hosted a barbecue, inviting Jordan. Kids played, asking innocent questions. "Why two uncles?" Laura explained gently, normalizing. But backlash persisted. At church, Pastor Wilkins preached on traditional marriage, eyes on the Thompsons. Elaine defended Crew afterward. "My son's love is valid." A small victory. Crew and Jordan planned their wedding modestly. A garden in Grant Park. Invitations sent, responses varied. Uncle Ted declined harshly. Grandma Rose accepted, baking their cake. Wedding day dawned sunny. Vows exchanged under blooming trees, friends cheering. Robert walked Crew down the aisle, a symbolic gesture. Elaine hugged Jordan. "Welcome to the family." Honeymoon in New York, they reflected. "We made it," Jordan said. But returning home, a letter from the church. Excommunication threat for supporting sin. Robert tore it up. "We'll find a new one." Life normalized, but society evolved fitfully. A Supreme Court ruling on protections emboldened Crew. He started a blog, sharing stories, sparking debates. One entry, "Coming out isn't one moment, it's ongoing." Responses poured in, some accusing him of forcing agendas. A family crisis tested resolve. Grandma Rose fell ill, hospitalized. At her bedside, she whispered, "I'm proud of you, Crew. Love wins." Her passing united them in grief, eulogies honoring her growth. Post-funeral, tensions resurfaced. Cousin Martha argued, "She changed for you? But what about our values?" Crew replied, "Values include compassion." Jordan and Crew considered parenthood. Adoption process began, facing scrutiny. Two dads? Stable? Interviews probed, biases evident. Support from unexpected quarters. Boss Marlene promoted Crew, citing his authenticity. It inspires the team. Yet, a public confrontation loomed. At a town hall on education, a proposal to ban LGBTQ+ books. Crew spoke against it, facing boos. "Our stories matter," he declared. Home that night, Jordan held him. "You're changing minds." But exhaustion set in. Was the fight worth it? The town hall aftermath rippled through Crew's life like aftershocks. Anonymous threats arrived via email. "Stay in your lane or else." Jordan insisted on reporting them, but Crew hesitated, fear of escalation. Police dismissed it as trolling, a stark reminder of systemic indifference. Work provided solace. Crew's Pride campaign won awards, boosting his career. Colleagues like Sarah, a trans woman, shared solidarity. "Your visibility helps us all." But envy brewed. A coworker muttered about special treatment. Family dynamics shifted positively. Robert joined a PFLAG meeting, parents of LGBTQ+ kids. "I was wrong," he admitted to Crew over coffee. Elaine volunteered at the center, baking for events. Yet, conflicts arose anew. Laura's husband, Greg, a conservative banker, clashed with Crew at Thanksgiving. Politics aside, but teaching kids about this in schools? Too much. Debate heated, plates untouched. Crew defended, "Ignorance breeds hate." Greg stormed out, Laura torn. Reconciliation attempts followed. A family vacation to the Ozarks, neutral ground. Hikes and bonfires fostered talks. Greg apologized. I fear change. Crew empathized, sharing his own fears. Jordan's family visited from California, contrasting warmth. His mom hugged Crew. Your family. Envy stung. Why couldn't his be like that? Adoption progressed slowly. Home studies, references. A social worker questioned, how will you handle bullying? Jordan replied, with love and advocacy. Approved for fostering, they welcomed Mia, a 6-year-old with a tough past. Mia's arrival transformed them. Bedtime stories, park outings. But challenges. School forms listing parents generically, stares from other families. Mia asked, why 2 daddies? Crew explained simply, love makes families. Community reactions varied. Neighbors welcomed with casseroles. Others whispered. A PTA meeting turned contentious when a parent complained about non-traditional families influencing events. Crew advocated, diversity strengthens us. Support grew, but opposition organized petitions. Personal toll mounted. Sleepless nights with Mia's nightmares, coupled with activism, strained Jordan. We need balance, he urged. A weekend getaway rekindled romance. Walks in the woods, shared dreams. Back home, a bombshell. Uncle Ted reached out. Saw your blog. Made me think. A tentative lunch followed. Ted confessed. I had a friend. Back in college. Never admitted it. Vulnerability bridged gaps. Societal debates intensified. Election year. Candidates railing against woke agendas. Crew canvassed, facing door slams. One voter yelled, abomination. Shaken, he called Robert. Proud of you, son. Mia's biological family contested placement, citing moral concerns. Court hearings ensued, testimonies emotional. Judge ruled in their favor, but stress fractured Crew. Is this fair? He vented to Dr. Ellis. Therapy unearthed deeper issues, internalized homophobia from youth. You're worthy, she affirmed. Celebrating their first anniversary as parents, a backyard party. Family attended, toasts heartfelt. Grandma Rose's spirit felt present. But controversy struck again. A local news story featured them. Gay couple fosters amid debate. Comments polarized. Praise for progress. Condemnation for indoctrination. Crew responded in an op-ed. Love isn't debatable. Backlash. Protests outside their home. Police escorted agitators away, but fear lingered. Jordan suggested relocating. For Mia's safety. Crew resisted. Running isn't winning. Compromise. Enhanced security. Community alliances. Allies rallied. Counter-protests affirming rights. Through it all, Crew's bond with Jordan deepened. Late nights, they discussed futures. We chose this path, Jordan said. Together. A pivotal moment. Speaking at a national conference on family equality. Crew shared his journey, from hidden at the anniversary to outspoken advocate. Applause thundered, but questions challenged. Aren't you pushing too hard? Reflecting, Crew pondered. Change demanded discomfort. The conference high faded as real life resumed, fraught with new hurdles. Mia started school, excitement mixed with anxiety. On the first day, a classmate teased, "You have 2 dads? Weird." Mia came home in tears. Crew and Jordan comforted her, then met with the principal. Bullying won't be tolerated, he assured, but policies lagged. Advocacy escalated. Crew joined a school board campaign for inclusive curricula. Opponents labeled him radical, flyers distorting his story. From family disruptor to child influencer? One read. Campaign trails were grueling, door-knocking, debates. Jordan supported designing materials. Mia drew posters. Love is love. Election night, narrow victory. Cheers erupted, but threats intensified. A brick through their window, scrawled with slurs. Police investigated. Community condemned. Healing within family continued. Laura divorced Greg, citing irreconcilable differences. He couldn't accept you, she confided. Rebonding as siblings, they shared laughs over old photos. Robert retired, dedicating time to volunteering. Making up for lost time, he said. Elaine wrote letters to lawmakers, her transformation inspiring. Yet personal doubts crept. Crew questioned his anniversary outburst. Did I force change too soon? Jordan reassured. It sparked necessary conversations. A reunion with high school friends revealed shifts. Mike, his old crush, came out as bi. Your courage helped me. Bonds reformed. Societal tides turned with a landmark bill passing, expanding protections. Crew testified, his voice among many. But losses stung. A friend from the center lost custody battle, mirroring fears. Systemic bias, Crew railed. Expanding their family, they adopted Mia permanently. Courtroom joy, family present. Uncle Ted attended a full circle. Post-adoption, vacations to Disney, creating memories. Mia thrived, confident. Conflicts persisted globally. News of regressions in other states worried them. We can't stop fighting, Jordan said. Crew's blog evolved into a podcast interviewing others. Episodes sparked debates. Is public coming out selfish? Listeners divided. One email, you ruined your parents' day. Another, you saved my life. Balancing act strained. Work promotion offered, but required relocation to New York. Opportunity, Jordan enthused. Crew hesitated, roots in Chicago. Discussions heated. Change could be good, Jordan argued. For Mia too. Crew countered. Abandoning the fight here? Compromise, trial period. Packing evoked nostalgia. Anniversary photos, now symbols of growth. In New York, adjustments challenged. Bustling streets, diverse crowds. Mia adapted quickly, new friends. Crew's job flourished, national campaigns. Jordan freelanced, thriving. But homesickness hit. Calls home frequent. Robert's health scare, minor heart issue, brought them back temporarily. Hospital visits mended any lingering rifts. Don't move away, Elaine pleaded. Returning to New York, decisions loomed. Where do we belong? Crew asked. A gala event honored Crew for advocacy. Speech reflected. From silence to voice, it's a journey of choices. Post-event, controversy. A tabloid twisted his words, accusing sensationalism. Defending in interviews, Crew stood firm. Truth isn't sensational. It's essential. Family visited, bridging coasts. Mia showed off her city life. As years passed, reflections deepened. Had the anniversary moment been catalyst or curse? Settling into New York rhythms, Crew found new purpose. He consulted for national organizations shaping policies. Jordan's designs gained acclaim, exhibitions drawing crowds. Mia's teen years brought fresh challenges. 13, she questioned identity. Am I different because of you? Honest talks ensued, therapy aiding. School projects on family history prompted stories, the anniversary tale now legendary. You were a hero, Dad, Mia said. But teen rebellion tested. Mia dated, exploring. What if I'm straight? Does that disappoint? Crew laughed. Only if you're unhappy. Societal backslides alarmed. A court overturning rights. Protests mobilized, family joining virtually. Robert and Elaine moved nearby, seeking closeness. Grandparent duties, they joked. Bonds unbreakable now. Uncle Ted's full acceptance culminated in his own coming out at 60. Inspired by you. Family supported, cycles breaking. Crew authored a book, Silence No More, chronicling journeys. Bestseller status sparked tours, debates. One panel, conservatives versus progressives. Crew argued, empathy bridges divides. Opponent countered, tradition preserves society. Audiences polarized, but dialogues opened. Personal life enriched. Jordan and Crew renewed vows on their 10th anniversary. Mia as witness. Intimate ceremony, reflections shared. Aging brought wisdom. Robert passed peacefully at 80. Eulogy by Crew. He learned to love fully. Elaine lived with them, storytelling to Mia's kids someday. As Crew aged, Legacy pondered. Had choices empowered or alienated? Retiring, he mentored youth full circle. In quiet moments, Jordan and he walked Central Park. No regrets, Jordan affirmed. The story's end circled back to that pivotal night. From hidden to heard, transformations profound. But was the public confrontation the right path? Was Crew justified in hijacking his parents' anniversary to come out, forcing a family reckoning? Or should he have chosen a private moment to spare them public humiliation?